welcome to Astro Impact. Today we are going to do this video on the possibilities of property in our horoscope. Well, this is the first thing and the most important question we all ask ourselves. But I'm going to have my own beautiful house or a dream come true home in my horoscope or not? Well, and why not? This is what gives us the maximum happiness when we hold in our own asset. And it is more of, I think, the emotional fulfillment than the material desire. So this aspect of the horoscope is seen from the fourth house of the horoscope, of the chart of the Kundali. Now Parashara, the sage Parashara of Brihat Parashara Horashastra, he himself said fourth house to be Sukhasthana. Why it is called Sukhasthana? And this is called Sukhasthana or the house of happiness because happiness comes from the comforts, and fourth house reveals or represents or signifies all the comforts of life. So the moment this question comes to our mind that am I going to own a beautiful bungalow or a house, or what kind of a house, and when, the timing of it as well, these all questions get deciphered, unrevealed in the fourth house, right? So we will talk about the combination, which at the first sight you can see and say, well, yeah, the possibility or the confirmation or the promise of my own house is there in my horoscope. Now, the most important thing is the fourth house is represented by or signified by Venus and the Moon. These two planets signifies are the karakas of fourth house. So we have to see at the same time the placement of Venus and Moon also, as well as seeing the Lord of fourth house is where positioned in the horoscope. Let's talk about the best placements. Fourth Lord going to the first house. Fourth house, Sukhadipati, going to the first house, that is you, the ascendant, right? So this Sukh or happiness of landed property or house or all the luxuries and comfort that I have mentioned earlier comes to you when they come to the ascendant. But at the same time, do not forget to see the dignity of the planets, right? They should be in own sign, friendly house, no Trikona Rashi or an exaltation. It is the best. It is very good. It will come to you without any much effort. Now second, when the fourth Lord is in fourth house, that is the best promise of superior level of residential happiness, or say this is the best condition or situation or the aspect when you will have definitely have from a house made on land, or you will have maybe multiple houses. So fourth Lord in the fourth house is also a Raj Yoga. Why? Because a Kendra Lord is in Kendra. And when fourth Lord is in its own house, is in fourth itself, that means it is in its own Rashi, which is going to be really very good. So this is one of the best aspect when fourth Lord is in its own sign, in its own house. It will definitely confer the wealth and the luxury to the native. He will definitely, as per the Phaladipika, the classical text, the person is going to live a very kingly life. Right? Now, kingly saying in today's times will sound more, but actually kingly means all the comforts at the disposal of the person. So fourth Lord in the fourth house is one of the best placements, right? Now, 10th Lord coming to the fourth house is also very, very good. It is actually, that means you may be also engaged in the business of property, because 10th house is the house of karma, your profession, your career, and this Karma Bhava is coming to the fourth house. So definitely it is also a Raj Yoga, again because it's a Kendra house, a quadrant Lord coming to the quadrant. So one of the best possible scenarios where you will definitely be bestowed with the good properties, number of houses. So excellent position. Now again, fifth Lord. Now what is fifth house? Well, fifth house is the house of our past good karmas. It's like, that you did some best karmas in the number of births or janmas that you had, and they got accumulated, and you had a saving account, and all those things got accumulated there. Now that Lord with all these Purva Punya in BPHS, Brihat Parashara Horashastra, it is called as Purva Punya house. Now Purva Punya Lord, if is in a good sign, is a benefic Lord like Jupiter or Venus, has come to the fourth house. Fourth house is again Sukhasthana. So Purva Punya coming to the Sukhasthana is the extremely good combination, and out of sheer luck, you will be very lucky to own the good things, beautiful things. And again, fifth house is the Lakshmi Sthana and fourth house is the Vishnu Sthana. The combination of it confers a long-lasting wealth. It's beautiful. This yoga is beautiful. Just check out if you have this. So these are the things, and actually there are many more things. We won't be able to complete all these things in this small video. We will keep doing all that. Now we will talk about that what kind of a house you will have in your life. This is all based on the position of the various planets in the fourth house. So friends, fourth house connection or link is very important in knowing your house or your property area, right? So suppose, say you have Venus in the fourth house. Now Venus stands for luxury, it stands for beautiful, it stands for love and passion. So suppose you have Venus in the fourth house, and in the fourth house Venus gets Digbala, that means directional strength, it can look through. So what does that mean? It means it will give you beautiful house. You will make your house with a lot of love and passion, so it will be with beautiful things, adorned with the beautiful things, beautiful surrounding, good lighting, good chandelier, this, that, blah, blah. So it's going to be very beautiful house when Venus is in the fourth house. Suppose you have Mars in the fourth house. Mars is what? Mars is a robust planet, right? So Mars, if it's in the fourth house, your house will be made up of maybe bricks or those rock style things. So the house will be robust. It will be strong to look at. To look at, it will be strong, robust, and strongness will be of the first most important choice of the owner of such a placement. Now suppose you have Jupiter in the fourth house. Now Jupiter in the fourth house is very good. You will have multiple properties because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. So just imagine what's happening. Jupiter himself has come to the fourth house and he multiplies the number of luxuries that you have. And at the same time, when Jupiter comes to fourth house, it will give you a big house. Maybe you live in a joint family, and the size of the house will be big, and it will be a kind of spiritual house. One of the good houses where you go and the aura is very attractive. So Jupiter bestows you such qualities in your house. Suppose you say that Moon, who is also the Karka, the significator of the fourth house, is there in the fourth house. Moon will give you a serene environment in your home. It will give you a house which is spiritual, which is serene, cool, calm. Maybe interiors are white color, and it will give you such the interiors. The person having Moon in the fourth house may like to have such interiors, and when you have a house, you will have such interiors in your place. And suppose you have Rahu. Well, dear friends, we all get scared of the Rahu's placement in any of our chart, but do what? This will be somewhere in the horoscopes. Well, don't be scared, because Rahu in the fourth house will give you a house, but it may not give you a house in the place where you stay, your native place. It may give you house or your residence in the foreign countries, because what is Rahu? Rahu is the planet of foreign, is abroad. Right. So your house, because it is sitting in the house of your sukh or your residence, so your happiness will come from being abroad, and your house may be away from your native place. So suppose you stay in Delhi and you make your house in Bombay. Suppose you stay in India, you make house in USA, somewhere in Los Angeles or the place like that. So this is what Rahu does. It makes you away from the take you to the foreign lands and make you make your own place in those foreign lands. Suppose you have Ketu in the fourth house. Now Ketu in the fourth house is very interesting because it just detaches you actually, because Ketu is the planet of detachment. So somebody having Ketu in the fourth house will not be interested in making house because it's so spiritual. It's beyond the area of owning something. He doesn't want to be the owner because that thing maybe he fulfilled in the past lives. So Ketu in the fourth house will detach the person from this aspect. He won't be interested much. So dear friends, thank you very much for listening to this analysis. Thank you very much. We'll catch up soon on the next good topic. Bye bye.